What's up, y'all? Jeffery TV. Gotta talk about them Pittsburgh Steelers. Gotta talk about those Pittsburgh Steelers as I walk down Market Street, Youngstown, Ohio State Route 7 North. Went to the game yesterday. Late Sunday morning. Looking at tickets, Ticketmaster, StubHub, Vivid Seats, SeatGeek, looking at all of them. Looking for the seats that I like to usually get, which is like 10 rows from the field, right behind the bench, right behind the Steeler bench. Those are my usual seats. And it was to the point where if I can't find that seat at a reasonable price, I might as well stay home and watch TV, watch it on TV. But I'm like, you know what? You gotta go. I weighed in what the day was gonna be like. It would have been me just laying in the bed, laying around, eating too much. My daughter was off work. So, it'd have been me and her in the house. Not that that's awkward, but, you don't want nobody, She don't want nobody in the house with her, and I don't want nobody in the house with me. So I said, yeah, just let me go, give her some time. She worked overnight, give her some time to sleep, be in the house by herself. Granddaughter was gone, give her some time into her house, and that factored into it too. So I said, yeah, I don't want to be laying around here. Because you really can't lay around if somebody else in the house. Especially if it's somebody else's house. Even if it was my house, if somebody else was there, you really can't fully lay around the way you want to. But anyhow, that factored in. So I went in and got a ticket. And I got a ticket like close to the 50-yard line, between the 40s, but it was the upper deck. It was the club lounge. And I didn't really know what club meant. I just thought club meant up. I didn't know. So I got a club ticket. It was, row G or something like that, but you up there, I figured it don't matter. And there was a row A up there too that I passed on. And there was another ticket. It was row 4 behind the bench where I usually sit for $425. I think I paid $350 or something like that for my ticket. $409 total where I sat this time. And that ticket 4 rows back probably would have cost me $539 or something like that. So, I go to the game, I get there, and I'm happy. Once you get going, once I get out of bed and start getting dressed, the momentum starts to pick up, the adrenaline starts to pick up. I already talked to my daughter, I'm gonna use the car and go. So get on the road, get going, and then you see the, you get to the game, get to the area, traffic and Steeler fans, and energy started to come up. Get in the stadium and walk into the stadium, find a parking space. I found a parking space where I parked by Bidwell, False Way, over by a church. The address is 1018 Bidwell. It's in that area. And I had parked there before. So I had Googled, I had to do some research to find out where that space was. And I marked it in my OneNote, so I was able to just drive there and get there. That space was full, that lot was full, that lot was full. I eventually found another lot, $40. And it seemed like it was the lot that I'd always parked in. Because I just went to the area. But anyway, I get there, Steeler fans everywhere. There's nothing like it. Let me just say, if you're a Steeler fan, or if you're a fan of anything, to go to something like that, where 60,000 people turning their towels, wearing the colors, looking good, and let me deviate and say that it was just a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day, and for whatever reason, I don't recall anything too aggressive, no cussing, no, not violence, definitely no violence, but no antagonistic kind of, arguing or hollering or nothing too forceful. It was just a pleasant, good-spirited day. And so I got a club level seat. So I'm going, I said, where's the, where's this at? Where's my seat? Because I know how to get down low to the field. I know how to get down there. So where's the club level? This is go this way. And then to walk into the club level, you had to like walk in another section. And it was like, checking tickets to get in there. Like, huh? I figured, you just walk around and like, go into one of the hallways or entrances to the field, from up top. No, club level's a club. They had carpet, it was air conditioned, they had couches, seats, food, not free, but concessions. It was enclosed, it was nice. It just wasn't, it wasn't open, it wasn't open air. It was like enclosed with, like I said, carpet and niceties. I was like, oh, club level. And then you walk out to, to your seat. And not only that, I'm cutting to the chase, kinda. It was in the shade. Oh my God, it was beautiful. It was just it was in the shade. And you could see the whole field. I was there, I could see the whole field and all the players. And so I could see the whole play. And it wasn't that like at a steep angle. And Chapman, the mobile camera, wasn't getting in my way the whole time. And not only that, I could look down over a sea of terrible towels twirling. You could just see the whole energy of the stadium and all the people. And you could look around and just see just the glory of the fans. Oh, it was just simply beautiful. It was beautiful. It was just a beautiful day. And I gotta reiterate, in the shade. In the shade. That is major. And I didn't realize how major that was until we was leaving and got into the sun. And I'm standing in that sun, I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God. Standing into the sun, I was like, oh my God. He took the flag down. I don't know if he was putting it up or taking it down. Oh, it looked like he's taking them down. Yeah. Look like they taking the flags down, driving down the street, taking them all down. What are you, un-American? But anyhow, it was just beautiful. And to be there and to see my football team go 3-0, to see Justin Fields play the game he played. And he played probably the best game he's played, they say, in a long time, because it was cerebral. It wasn't super spectacular. He threw an interception, but he threw an interception. It was a pass he shouldn't have thrown. It was a bad pass. And he deserved that, to get that interception. But it was a small, it wasn't a big deal. His only turnover, Steelers got one turnover this year, 3 games. We'll take that. Then he turned around later, throwing down the middle of the field, running when he was supposed to, just making good decisions, being that quarterback that, they wanted him to be in Chicago and leading the Steelers because, and it was funny, I was just thinking, I started off with Justin Fields, of his performance, because it was out of the ordinary, I guess, or it was something that may or may not have been expected. Because our defense is playing lights out. Our defense may be the best defense in the goddamn league right now. They are just playing lights out. So they're playing so good, it's like, it's hard to even give them accolades because we're just so used to it. It's just a mainstay. It's just like a foundation. Okay, it's like, yeah, the defense is supposed to play good. They play good every week. I mean, they're playing so good that, T.J. Watt, Herbig, Patrick McQueen, even Cam Hayward, not even and Minka, everybody everybody just plays so well. Our safeties, our cornerbacks, coverage, Joey Porter, oh my God. Thompson, Dante Jackson, whoever, I forget their name, number 26. I think Beanie Bishop got burned a couple times, but they said that was okay. But the defense is just playing so spectacular. But I had to start off with Justin because he's the magic key that we need. He's the magic key that we need to maybe take it to that next level. Najee Harris is just running hard. Najee is just running hard and strong like a lead. He's just running like a maniac. He's running like he's on the last year of his contract, which he is, because he's just running like a man-eater. Firemouth, and George Pickens is just unstoppable. I think we had a receiver go down, Van Jefferson, I think his name is. He went down, and Scotty Miller, somebody had to come in, and Justin Fields was finding people. Arthur Smith, our offensive coordinator, called a pretty good game, even though I'm up in the stands and calling the plays. Even though I'm up in the stands, I can see what they're gonna do next. And I'm figuring if I can see that, I'm sure everybody in the field and the coaches know what's coming. But they still couldn't stop it. I was like, they get in a certain formation. I was like, all right, Najee, give me 4. Give me 4 yards, Najee. Give me 4 yards of first down, baby. Yeah, because I knew he was getting the ball. If I could predict it, I'm figuring everybody else could predict it. But I guess it got to the point they couldn't stop it, or it was enough to keep the offense on the field long enough to let the defense get rest, which is another key point that I had years ago. Offense would go 3 and out. Defense would be on the field for like 90% of the game, which is an overstatement. And I heard that our offense had the ball for the second half for all but 11 minutes of the second half. Our offense was just chewing it up, and I put that fresh defense back on the field. Them hungry dogs out there, tired and just hungry, ready to hit something. I'm sitting on the bench because the offense is doing what they're supposed to do, moving the ball, getting field goals. Calvin Austin, how can I forget him? He broke one. I was sitting there watching that. It was beautiful. We threw it down the field. Fields threw it down the middle of the field, which was an area that Pittsburgh quarterbacks haven't been thrown to for the last 2-3 years. And to be there for all that, while all that's happening, seeing all the towels, the team that you love and worship, a team that you've been a fan of for 50 years, live and breathe Pittsburgh, the colors, that black and yellow, to be in there with other people who definitely love it more than you do. I have to bow down to that. There's no doubt about it. These people, it's ingrained in their lineage. You see fans that put me to shame. Compared to them, I ain't a fan. I'm just jumping. I've been a fan for 52 years, but to them, I'm a bandwagoner. They've probably been in it generationally, and just grow up with it. It's like, it's deep. Everybody had the colors on, everybody look good. You see all kinds of jerseys from players you done forgot, and the clothing and the apparel, just nice and different kinds and sporty. And ooh, look at that, where you get that from? And shoes and just, the enthusiasm. They play Renegade. And you look out, thousands of tiles just turning. Oh my God. Oh my God. What was I gonna say? Oh, I just got, my cousin sent a text to the family chat. Sharon Band fundraiser to New York City. I'll probably donate. I should. Family, huh? I should. 'Cause Lark was a baby. See, her child is in high school now. I remember when she was a baby growing up. Oh, just the other video I was talking about. Babies being blessings. Don't let me get that mixed up. But anyhow, to be in that stadium had me tearing up. I was feeling it that way. Just to look around and the beauty of it, and all of us just screaming, hear that roar. Oh, and then to see the team perform at a level that you've been wanting them to in that moment, in the shade, club level, seeing the whole field, and then not only see the whole field, seeing thousands of towels and people screaming and just giving it up, you know? People just giving it up for the Steelers. It was touching. It was truly touching. And I got there early, you know, early-ish. Not as early as I wanted to, but I got there perfectly early. In fact, when I got there and I went to my seat, it was like nobody in my section. The whole section was empty. I guess because they was all in the club. They was all in the club, in the air conditioning, with the carpeting, and the comfortable couch, leather chairs, seating and food. And I wanted to be, you know, out there where I could see the field and see the players. You know, that's where I like to get there 2 hours early. I want to see them practicing. I want to see TJ and them come out, and Minka, Tomlin and them walking around. Justin Fields and Russell Wilson, see all them, you know, walking around doing what they do. That's what I want to see. But it was good. It was surely good. And it was so good, it's to the point that where I have to say run you over. You ain't the only one. They will run you over. What was they? The people and the fans, and I have to admit, and I have to say that that seat is a better seat than sitting down low. That seat is a better seat, and I think it's cheaper. Club level. And the whole thing again, okay, now remember, the home stadium, and the home team is always going to be in the shade. I think somebody said that. The way stadiums are built, the home team is going to have the shade side of the stadium. So when I go to see Pittsburgh in Vegas, if I go, which I was trying to get to, instead of going to Vegas now and getting that VIP ticket where that one down low, I'll take a club level, or I'll go up a box. I don't need to be down that low. I don't need to be right behind Tomlin and them, spending $1,400, $1,300 for a ticket. You know, you can't even see the whole field, kinda, and Chapman blocking. But then again, there's something to be said for being able to be within shouting distance of the players. There's something to be said about being able to just about make eye contact with the players when they look back up and do what they do. And like a few times I've been down there, you know, I even got Tomlin's attention. He kind of little salute and nodded me off. You know, there's something about that, kind of like being front row at a P-Funk show. But that's different because sound is different, the energy is different. That's definitely different. Being front row is definitely different than the football game, because you don't really need to see. But there is something to see the whole stage. But if you're at a P-Funk show, there's something about seeing the whole stage at a P-Funk show, but it does not compare to being front row. Nothing compares to being front row. That's not even, it's apples and oranges. But anyway, so now, you know, when I look for this Vegas ticket, if I go, because I was even considering not going, the ticket's so expensive. Raider tickets are so goddamn expensive. Raider tickets are so expensive, it almost make you not want to go. And then plus the night before, the Brothers of Funkenstein playing in San Francisco. So I'm gonna be up there at the 12. Then I get up and catch a plane, and they got they got flights, Frontier, from San Francisco to Vegas for $19. I'd land at Vegas at about 10 o'clock. Doors open at 11. Probably get off the plane 10:30. I'll probably make it to stadium about 11:30, which ain't too bad. I think it's about the time I got to the Acrisure yesterday, about 11:30 or so. No, it's probably a little later, 12 noon, whatever it was. But, you know, then I go to the show in San Francisco, see the show. Might not even get a hotel, just get a car, you know, go to the show, hang out, go find a place to sleep in the car, and take it to the airport, pull it into or a gas station or someplace, try to get me some sleep in the car, go to the airport early, try to get some sleep there too. Like I did before. I've done that before, Cornerstone Bakery. When my book bag got stolen, I'm in there sleeping. Police woke me up. How come you ain't got no bags? So they got stolen. So I definitely, you know, because they had these nice little benches too at that airport, now that I remember. Nice little thing, I could lay down, I was all comfortable. He woke me up. Anyway, I get some sleep there. And then you just Uber around Vegas between the stadium or catch public bus to the stadium and back, and then try to get a flight out that night. And the whole fun part about it is that I'm gonna have to travel to San Francisco without any electronic equipment. That's gonna be fun. Or unless I can figure out the clear plastic. I did see it. No, I got the problem. It's maybe you. I don't want you around me. No problem, nothing. It ain't no problem for you. I don't want you around me. I got the problem. But anyway. So, that's talking about Steelers game, and they want, even for their club tickets, they want $800-900 for sitting up high. Shoot, I think I can see now. I ain't got to sit down low no more. I ain't got to sit down low. But I will say this though, with the VIP tickets, sitting down low, you get free food and drinks. But as you gonna eat, am I gonna eat $800 worth of food? I did take a bunch of sausage sandwiches home with me last time. I did, back to the hotel or whatever. I did have to bring some food. I had surplus and cookies and stuff. I went back a couple times, started stockpiling. But I don't know, we'll see. And then when I come back in November, for granddaughter's birthday, the Cleveland game is played. That's on a Thursday night. I usually go to that game. I've been going to that game for the last 2-3 years, I guess. Because I'm back here for that. So we'll see. We'll see how all that goes. But the moral of the story is, it was just wonderful being. There's nothing like being in the stadium. Heinz Field, Acrisure Stadium, Steeler history, Steeler legacy, Steeler fans. Oh my God, it's nothing like it. Had my eyes watering. It was so beautiful and so stimulating. I was just completely into it. Just watching the game, I was able to sit there and see the whole field. I could sit, leaned over with my elbow on my knee or whatever, you know, in a good position and could see the whole field. You know, almost like looking down at a good angle, a good arch in my back, a good posture, and just see the whole field and all the players on it. I could see the coverage. And I could judge distance, who was open, who wasn't. And I turned around and looked, and I could see the press box that they have. Because they were telling me, you know, the beat writers and all them are up in a room, you know, where they got to be quiet. And they watch the game they see the game through the glass, and they also see it on TVs. Where they got to be quiet, you know, because they're all working. And it's like an office, library type situation to where they gotta, you know, respect each other's space and stuff. So I looked at where that was, and we was like right below them. So they probably got the best seat in the house. And, you know, I'm right below them. So that's probably, you know, I'm trying to justify not getting that seat down low. And I think I've already talked myself into knowing, into believing that I don't have to get that seat down low anymore. I could just go ahead and sit up in the club level. Like I said, that club level, when they had the couches and the drinks and stuff, it was really nice. It was like too nice. Sometimes it could be too nice for football. Like in the VIP section, at SoFi and SoFi, oh my God, their doggone lounge area at the VIP sitting down low. SoFi was expensive, but not expensive as Vegas. I mean, it's too nice. It was too nice for football. It was too nice. Free food. Cause see, we were able to afford the VIP section at SoFi. Did Rick go? No, it was me. Did Rick come? I forget if Rick came with me. Well, I was able to afford. Well, I think Rick was there. I'm not sure, but we was able to get the VIP section at SoFi. It was cheaper than the side section, the non-VIP at Raiders Stadium. So we'll see, you know, we'll see. So now that I'm not tied to sitting down low and hollering at the players, I still holler at them like they can hear me, but you know, I ain't got to be row 10 paying for that anymore, being close. I've been there, done that. Now I just want to be able to sit and watch the game. And like I said, be able to sit comfortably, you know, my legs spread out, with like my elbows on my knees, or, you know, like kind of leaned over, looking, be able to concentrate and to see the whole field. That was nice. That was really nice. It was really, really nice. Anyhow, I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. There should be no other. 3-0, atop the division, defense playing lights out, offense coming around. Things are looking very promising, but in true Steeler fashion, I'm still pessimistic and skeptical. I'm not doing no celebration touchdown dance or letting my foot off the gas critically or scrutiny of that team until we really get somewhere. And we'll see. Anyhow, now I can swing on y'all now. Swing on y'all 2 times. For me, for Funk, and for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and for the Pittsburgh Steelers fans. There is nothing like it. Nothing like being in that stadium. And for every elementary particle that has ever existed, in any atom, in this, or any universe that ever was, is, or will be. A totality of it all, theory of universe, hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffery. I said